showing you two things here which aren't in any way related other than by shape, but just to show you how sometimes in a house like this you can maybe have looky-likeys that don't do the same job. Both of these are wooden things with a heavier end, a wider end, and like a handle type end. This one is made from pine though, and it's fairly light. This one is made from, I'd say it's mahogany, perhaps teak, and it's much heavier because it's got a bored out end in it with lead in it, so it's a lot heavier than this item, even though it's not much bigger. And that's because this thing here is a vegetable masher, so this is for mashing up your tatties, whereas this thing is a weighing device. And the way it operated is something like a traditional beam scale that perhaps viewers are familiar with, where an item is suspended on a bar, and weights are put on the end, and the weights are slid along the scale until the thing balances. This works something on the same principle, other than the object that's to be weighed here, it remains static and the fulcrum is moved. This one is broken. There should be a metal hook on the end here, and what you do is you hang the thing that you're going to weigh. So it might be, say for example, so much dried fish, because dried fish were an item of trade goods, or it might be butter, which was also used in payment. So you needed to know the weight of that, so that we put in a bag, say like a sheepskin bag, you could put the butter in that to weigh it. And then the fulcrum, which is this here, it's just a piece of wood and a bit of twine. The fulcrum is moved. So to do the weighing, I'll change hands here. If you can imagine, my item on the hook is there. You have to not put much of an impression of weight there to get the counterbalance, the lead shod end there, to cant upwards. But if you're out at this end here, it's actually quite hard to push it up, because you're having to fight gravity there to pull it up. And you see there's no numbers in it, but there's various notches. There's maybe 3 quite close together there, there's 4 even closer still, and then up at the end here there's another 4 or 5, and they're very close together, because of course the increments get smaller the farther out your fulcrum goes. And these are all subdivisions of an old medieval, really, Shetland weight called a lispound. It's a long defunct unit of measurement. So this is an example of old, long ago Shetland still clinging on in the 19th century. This is a thing that people would have been familiar with in probably the 15th century.